Good morning everyone, welcome to SSB Crack Exams. My name is Sakshi Sahu and I am going to discuss the daily current affairs of today, and that is on 23rd of June 2020. So before beginning, let me tell you, if you're preparing for defense examination sitting back home, SSB Crack is best for you. It is a one-stop solution for all the major defense related examination, be it CDS, NDA, AFCAT, Territorial Army or others. For more details, you can visit our website ssbcrackexams.com. There you can find the entire package of courses, mock tests, quizzes and study materials. You can also follow us on our social media platforms, Instagram, Telegram, Facebook and Twitter for defense updates and notification. Do not forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. You can also download our mobile app SSB Crack Exams from Google Play. So guys, let's start with the question of the day from the yesterday's session. So I asked you about what is the aspirational district program. So I'll be telling the answer in a detailed way. So basically the aspirational district program, it is a program which was launched by the Prime Minister Modi, and basically it aims to quickly and effectively transform the districts that are selected under this program. So aspirational districts, what are aspirational districts? Those are the districts in India that are affected by poor and socio-economic indicators. So these particular districts, they are total in number of 115 districts that they have selected and they have identified as aspirational districts, and they are identified from 28 states of India. That means at least one from each state they have taken. So about the aspirational district program, at the Government of India level, this program is taken care by Niti Aayog, and in addition, individual ministries, they have assumed responsibility to drive the progress in the districts. So there are 5 identified thematic areas in which they basically focuses, and they focuses closely on the improving health and nutrition, education, agriculture and water resources, financial inclusion and skill development and basic infrastructure. So these are the particular 5 identified thematic areas in which they will be focusing under the aspirational district program. So alright guys, so let's start our discussion by the first article we have today, and the first we have is the decarbonizing transport in India, and this is going to be done by Niti Aayog again. So Niti Aayog is doing this collaboration with International Transport Forum, okay, ITF, and they are going to launch the decarbonizing transport in India, and this is going to be done on Wednesday. So the basic aim of this project is to develop a pathway towards a low carbon transport system in India and to meet the goals which are related to the climate changes in the country. So the important takeaways from this particular program for our examination are, let's first understand what is ITF. It is an intergovernmental organization basically working for the transport policies across the countries, and India has been the member of the ITF since the year 2008. This can be asked in the examination. So ITF, the Secretary of ITF, the Secretary General of ITF is Young Tae Kim, and the Chief Executive Officer of Niti Aayog is Amitabh Kant. So please do remember this and this because they are important and they can be asked in the examination. So moving ahead, next we have to discuss about the Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana. So this particular scheme is been there in the news since very many days regarding the failures or the criticism it has been facing since few days. So for that, a study has been done by the Ministry of Rural Development, and the study, it observed that the Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana, it has not been able to achieve the desired objective and it has been failed to make a significant impact. So it was a part, that means a study, it was a part of the 5th Common Review Mission. It was a part of 5th Common Review Mission, and this was done for the independent assessment of the progress of various programs and schemes for the Rural Development Ministry. So now we have to first understand what is this Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana. So this scheme, which is also known as SEGI, it is a village development project which was launched on 11th October 2014, and this was done on the birth anniversary of Jai Prakash Narayan ji. So under this scheme, this particular Yojana, the members of parliament, the MPs, they are responsible for the development of the socio-economic and physical infrastructure of 3 years each by 2019. That means they have to adopt 3 villages at least till 2019, and they will have to develop the socio-economic and physical infrastructure aspects of the particular village, and they have to total adopt 8 villages by year 2024. So the key objectives of this particular Yojana, they were the development of the model villages, that is Adarsh Gram, or these model villages, they will be developing through the implementation of existing schemes and certain new initiatives to be designed for the local context, which may be vary from village to village. So another aim for this particular Yojana was creating models of local development which can be replicated in other village. That is why it is known as Adarsh Gram, that is the model village. They are going to be making the model villages, and that local development that can be replicated or copied to the other villages. So now coming back to the reports and the findings. So the key findings of that particular study was only 155, that means only 1855 gram panchayat, they have been selected across the 5 phases, and only 7, that is a very less number, only 7 has been selected under the phase 5. So this is a very less number. Along with that, there were lack of funds. That means the MP, they did not give any sufficient funds from MPLADS, that is members of parliament local area development scheme, and neither they were interested, or we can say there were lack of interest in this particular scheme. So moving ahead, another key finding was the villages in which where MPs, they have been proactive, like there were villages, there were MPs, they've been proactive, but some infrastructure development has taken place. But the problem is that the scheme has not made any perceptible impact, and thus those villages, they cannot be called as model villages as per the study. So these were the failures or the drawbacks of the scheme that is coming up. So moving ahead, the next article we have is the sector 50 of the metro station of Noida. It is to be dedicated for transgender community. So now this particular metro station, this will be provided to the members of transgender community. And this particular step, this will help them in connecting with the mainstream. Okay, so the transformed station, it will be open for all the commuters. Moving ahead, so our Union Information and Broadcasting Minister, Shri Prakash Javadekar ji, he inaugurated the virtual Indian Pavilion at the Cannes Film Festival 2020. So India has started its participation at the Cannes Film Festival 2020 with e-inauguration of the virtual India Pavilion by our Honorable Ministry of Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar ji. So the festival will be held from 22nd to 26th June 2020, and the most important thing is that the 2 movies from India, that means one is the Marathi movie which is My Ghat, and one is Gujarati movie which is Hellaro. They are the official entrants that are to be showcased at the Cannes Film Festival this year. So please remember this thing, this is important. So guys, the COVID-19 situation as per the 22nd of June 2020, I'm going to tell you that the active cases, they are 1,74,387, but surprisingly the cured or the discharged cases, they've reached to 2,37,195, and the deaths, unfortunately, they are 13,699, which is a sad state in India. So moving ahead, now it is a quiz time. So the first question is, the decarbonizing transport in India is launched by which department of Government of India? So the correct answer will be NITI Aayog. So the next question we have is, India has been a member of ITF since which year? So the correct answer is again 2008. Next question is, who is the Chief Executive Officer of NITI Aayog? So the correct answer is B, Amitabh Kant. He is the CEO of NITI Aayog. Next is the Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana is a village development project which was launched on which of the following dates? So the correct answer is 11th October 2014. And the last question is, which of the following movies is to be showcased in the Cannes Film Festival this year? Maighat, Hilaro, both of the above, none of the above. So the correct answer is both of the above. So guys, moving ahead, the question of the day that you are supposed to answer in the comment section is, what is Stand Up India scheme? So please do answer this particular question in the comment section, and the detailed answer will be given in the next session. Till then, work hard. Jai Hind.